This is your News Source Evening Bulletin for today, Tuesday the 26th day of November in the year 2019. Here's what we're tracking tonight. Guyana's Traffic Chief Lyndon Isles is calling on persons to come forward with information regarding a viral video which shows the reckless behavior of a minibus driver and his conductor. The video, which was posted online, shows a conductor dancing to music in a moving minibus with the door wide open. In the background, passengers were heard laughing at his actions. But to make matters worse, in the same video, the driver of the minibus at one point flips both of his feet out of the moving vehicle as he drove along the railway embankment. The video went viral minutes after it was shared on various social media platforms. The traffic chief said, having looked carefully at the video, he has been unable to identify any markings on the bus that might lead to its owners. He said members of the public who may have witnessed the irresponsible behavior could share whatever information they have with the police. He said the only way they could take action is if they get information, and that information is needed. The traffic chief also described the incident as reckless and irresponsible, and noted that both the driver and conductor could face the law. He said he's encouraging persons to come forward with information so that they could find the individuals and have them dealt with by the law. Earlier this year, Isles noted the attitude of drivers and the speeding on the roadway, which contributes to a variety of accidents that lead to prosecutions. There has been a 20.8% increase in fatal accidents and a 19.2% increase in deaths resulting from fatal accidents for the period of January 1 to April 3, 2019, as compared to the corresponding period last year. Coordinator of the Guyana National Road Safety Council, Ramona Durgan, said she was extremely surprised when the video was shared with her today. Deaths from road accidents are among the top 10 causes of death in Guyana. It is the #1 cause of death among persons between the ages of 5 and 14, and the second cause of death among persons between the ages of 15 to 24. The most recent statistic indicates that in 2018 there were 90 crashes, and in 2019, 91. In 2018, there were 103 deaths on the country's roadways. More news coming up in a moment.
It's bigger, it's better, it's back! It's GTT's plus size Christmas promotion! Connect with your friends and loved ones with GTT services to benefit from our biggest ever Christmas bundle of specials and be one of our plus size winners. Visit our website or call 227-9444 for more information today.
Big bundles for you. Big bundles for you. Top up a grand, we make a winner out of you. We got a game show for you. Game show for you.
We are legions of men standing strong, but never too proud to stoop and help someone. We must send a clear signal to all. Do right. Walk in upright ways, knowing that's what being a man is all about. And ever aware that things will only get worse when good men do nothing. Stand strong. Be the one to live right.
Enter the GBTI Quick Cash Christmas Promotion and make it a Christmas to remember. You get up to $500,000 easy for anything you want this Christmas. Plus, enter for a chance to win fabulous items for your home. One complete 7-foot granite top base kitchen cabinet, one sectional suite, one 5-piece dinette set, and complimentary baskets of goodies. Apply at your nearest branch or online at www.gbtibank.com. GBTI, we see Christmas through your eyes.
Fuel it up and drive, Super 95. Tune up. Fuel it up and drive, Super 95. Tune up. Protect your fuel system, boy. High mileage and performance, boy.
Guyana's Super 95 gasoline gives you more reasons to drive and is available at 56 service stations nationwide. For affordable price, high performance, and high mileage, choose Guyana's Super 95 gasoline.
Fuel it up and drive.
Welcome back. As Guyana wraps up the National Road Safety Week campaign for this year, there is a sense that while the messages that were released were well received, it's not clear that they will be followed when it comes to safety on the country's roadways. The director of the Guyana National Road Safety Council, Ramona Durgan, explained to News Source that while there might have been a decline in road deaths for this year compared to last year, the figures are still very high and very alarming.
We are out here today sensitizing people on, sensitizing road users on how you can use the road safely We are also here with our White Night campaign, which is going to be on Friday night. We're going to share out some of the flyers to the commuters and also to the drivers on the roads out here now. We're going to be asking persons to don't drink and drive, slow down. Just remember, every life is valuable.
Ms. Dorgan said the work must go on as Guyana seeks to have safer roadways. She said efforts will continue to make the roadways safer and to see a further reduction in road accidents.
Yes, of course, the multiple deaths, the many deaths on our roadways, the death of the Republic Bank staff, the death of the police officer on Brick Dam, and a lot of other deaths. Every death is important, and this year we want to continue enforcement. We want to continue soft enforcement, which is education complemented with enforcement.
In conjunction with the Ministry of Infrastructure, the Guyana Police Force and other partners, the Road Safety Council hosted several activities throughout this month of November. The Guyana Police Force has launched a number of campaigns to curb the lawlessness on the country's roadways, and many of those campaigns are expected to continue into the new year. On the police blotter right now, an ex-policeman turned gang leader who was recently charged with discharging a loaded firearm was shot this afternoon by the police during an operation along the East Bank corridor. The man, Tion Allen, also known as Spoiled Child, was shot after reportedly pointing a gun at the police patrol that was chasing the car that he was driving. 2 other ex-policemen were arrested in the same car with Allen. They are all in custody tonight as part of a police investigation. The police operation along the East Coast corridor came to an end when the car being driven by Allen ran off of the road and was surrounded by police officers at Houston. Allen is believed to be part of a criminal gang that has been haunting the East Bank corridor and is also linked to gang activities in the Linden area. Well, the Hydromet office has issued flash flood warnings for regions 1, 2, 3, and 4 as heavy rainfall and cloudy conditions are expected to remain over coastal Guyana tonight. The current weather condition is expected to continue into the evening with the possibility of thunderstorms in some areas. According to the Hydromet office, based on satellite data, rainfall accumulation could be between 25 millimeters and 80 millimeters for the remainder of the day, with regions 1 and 2 receiving the largest amount of rainfall. The weather pattern could lead to some flooding in some parts of the coastland. The Civil Defense Commission is already monitoring the situation. Well, the sporting community all across Guyana is stepping up the fight against the usage of tobacco products as part of a global campaign. The Department of Sport is continuing its efforts to ban smoking at all national public sport venues, in keeping with the Tobacco Control Act. No smoking signs are to be placed at the Cliff Anderson Sports Hall, the Calgreen Swimming Pool, the Guyana National Stadium, the National Aquatic Center, the National Gymnasium, the National Track and Field Center, and the National Racket and Resource Center. The department is now pressing the owners of private sport facilities that host public events to follow its lead and ban smoking at the premises and have signs posted. Under the Tobacco Control Act, no person shall smoke in any part of an indoor workplace, in any part of an indoor public place, or in any means of public transportation, whether or not it is carrying a member of the public. Additionally, the Act also prevents persons from smoking in any area within 5 meters from a window or ventilation, inlet of or doorway, anywhere on the premises of and within 5 meters from the outside boundaries of any healthcare, education, or childcare facility. It also bans smoking from any waiting area or queue in a public place, including but not limited to any public transport stop, bus stand or bus park, any park, playground or amusement park, any stadium, arena or other kind of sport or performance space. Any person who smokes in any place where smoking is prohibited commits an offense and is liable on summary conviction to a fine of $10,000 for the first offense and $20,000 for any second or subsequent offense. Guyana's comprehensive legislation is being implemented with the enforcement of labeling requirements, including the visibility of general health warnings and packaging highlighting hazards, dangers of secondhand smoke, tar, and carbon monoxide. In the courts, a garbage collector who was recently caught after being underrun for 3 years was today charged and remanded to jail over the attempted murder of a co-worker. The accused, Ryan Lowe, appeared in the courtroom of the chief magistrate and was not required to enter a plea to the indictable charge. The charge stated that on the 23rd of November at Eccles dump site, the accused stabbed his workmate Leroy Cummings with the intent to commit murder. According to the police prosecutor, the two men got into a scuffle after the victim accused the assailant of stealing from him. It was during the row that the accused, Ryan Lowe, whipped out a knife and repeatedly stabbed his workmate about the body. Lowe escaped and was not seen for the past 3 years, until recently when he was arrested and charged. He has been remanded to jail until the 11th of December. Across the region with Samuel Suknandan is up next.
There once was a man named Stan whose business needed a new plan. Christmas was coming, this much was true. He needed some help but didn't know what to do. Then fast as a flash, 3 helpers did come from Republic Bank. They came with some. One had low interest rates, one reduced equity, one with approval so quick and easy. Now Stan is the man and his business is booming. Christmas is good and he is winning. Reach more customers and boost your business with a Republic Small Business Loan today.
At the most critical life-changing moments, the National Insurance Scheme is here to ensure that your needs are covered. Access reimbursement for medical expenses for various aspects of your medical care. We know that eye care is of utmost importance. Receive assistance with our Spectacle Care voucher. Visiting the dentist? Dental care is also covered under our sickness benefit services. Offset the funeral expenses of a loved one with costs covered by our funeral benefits. National Insurance Scheme. We're there every step of the way.
They've made a positive impact on the heavy-duty transportation industry in Guyana since they've arrived. Guyanese are amazed at their power, durability, efficiency, and superior handling capabilities. These are brand new trucks, manufactured in partnership with German, Italian, and French companies. They have a powerful reputation for operating under very adverse Guyanese conditions and come with full after-sales service and spare parts. They're the most sought-after trucks today, with over 500 units in Guyana, and they're available in over 100 countries, including South America and the Caribbean. Be smart. Buy brand new ST Howa trucks today. Call 608-4998 and arrange for an inspection at ST Truck Guyana Incorporated, Block B, Public Road, Covenant, East Bank, Demerara.
Taking you across the region right now, I'm Samuel Suknandan. Let's start with what's happening in the Caribbean. The St. Kitts and Nevis government is preparing to table legislation preventing anyone from serving as Prime Minister for more than 2 terms in that country. However, the opposition legislators have already signaled that they would not provide the necessary support for the passage of the Tenure of Office of Prime Minister Amendment Bill. The opposition party quoted a regional analyst as saying that the bill is intended to prevent opposition leader Dr. Denzil Douglas, who in the past had served as Prime Minister on more than 2 occasions. But the current Prime Minister, Dr. Timothy Harris, and his coalition government has long contended that legislation of this nature would only serve to strengthen democracy within the Twin Island Federation. Now over to Latin America. A court in Argentina has sentenced 2 Roman Catholic priests to more than 40 years in prison for sexually abusing deaf children at a church school. Horacio Carbacho and Nicola Corradi, as well as a gardener, were found guilty of rape and abuse at the school in Mendoza province from 2004 to 2016. The sentences cannot be appealed against. None of the defendants made any comment after the sentences were read out. Some of the victims' mothers present in the courtroom were seen crying and hugging each other. The case has shocked Argentina, Pope Francis's homeland, with many accusing the church of acting too slowly. The Catholic Church has faced an avalanche of sexual abuse accusations around the world, in the last few decades. And finally, international news. 13 French soldiers have been killed in a helicopter collision during an operation against jihadis in Mali, the French president's office says. President Emmanuel Macron expressed deep sadness over the biggest single loss of life for the French military since the 1980s. A BBC report says a Tiger attack helicopter hit a Cougar military transport mid-air as it maneuvered to engage the militants who were fleeing on motorbikes and in a pickup truck. The two aircraft crashed not far from each other, killing everyone on board, including 6 commandos and an officer. A minute's silence was observed at the National Assembly in Paris today. And that's your News Source Evening Bulletin for tonight. Have a good evening.